Okay, welcome to practical number 4. We're going to start off with digestive system. So we're going to start off with the hard palate, which is the very roof of your mouth. Soft palate, which is in the back of your throat. The uvula, which should be down there, a little dangly thing.
On the tongue. And then we're going to skip to the parotid salivary gland, which will be back here.
Parotid salivary gland. Parotid salivary gland. Submandibular, which is going to be under the mandible.
And the sublingual is under the tongue.
Sublingual.
The esophagus, let's explain it on this one.
Okay, now we're going to go to this model.
It's the esophagus. And then the stomach, which is this whole piece right here. And then what would be the greater curvature? That'd be this whole. And the lesser curvature.
Yeah, I believe this is the greater curvature and the lesser curvature.
Okay. The cardiac region would be like where the cardiac sphincter would be, which is like right here.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know that this is a cardiac sphincter, then this one's going to be the pyloric sphincter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what body is.
I think
it's just the body of the stomach.
I think this is the body, and I believe this is the fundus.
Okay, fundic region. And then the gastric rugae, which is the little curves on the inside.
Make sure you're talking loud.
Sorry.
No, I said make sure you're talking
I'm just
loud.
not sure, I guess. Greater omentum. You want to explain that? Would that just be this area?
The greater omentum,
Doesn't
it's actually the sheath.
over
The sheath that actually covers it, and just don't get nauseous.
There we go.
This is going to be the greater omentum. That's like this sheath of connective tissue. And moving, don't get nauseous.
Okay. This is all the small intestines. Right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Sorry.
Duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Would you be able to explain that on here? I guess it just goes
Yes.
in order.
So the way that he suggestive, the way he's, because there's no like specific point that he can suggest. So he's just said that the duodenum is going to be here if he points to this region. Jejunum is going to be in here, and if he points to this region, this is going to be the ileum, and this enters into
Ileocecal valve,
okay.
and then the cecum, and the appendix.
Yes, remember the appendix is basically like this little tail at
Holds
the very
bacteria.
right. So this portion right here, let's just reiterate that. And remember, this is an opening into the
Cecum.
so this is the ileocecal valve. So this is the cecum, this is the ileum, so this is the ileocecal valve, which basically tells you the name of it, the cecum. And then entering into the large intestines, we're just going to go over the actual structure of the intestines first, and then we'll go into the actual portions of it. So you have basically like these little connective tissues and this giant ribbon that goes through it. So
This is the hostra,
correct.
and the tinea coli, which is the ribbon.
Okay.
And then from there, this is the ascending colon, the transverse, and then you have the descending, which turns into the sigmoid, and then the rectum.
Okay. So ascending going up, transverse going across, descending going down, and then you've got the sigmoid, the S-shape colon, which enters into the rectum, and then the anal canal, and then the anus itself, and I believe
That's the external anal.
this is the external anus sphincter. Okay, so Obviously,
Maybe me and Hector. We're gonna go around and point at things.
so just kind of going back as a quick reminder,
See how's it going.
we have the liver. Let's put the stomach back on there. So normally it would sit like, oops, sorry. Hold on.
It's just
Like that, right? So we have the liver on top, which is going to be basically the largest piece, but underneath it, we have the gallbladder. Okay? And I believe right here, this should be the pancreas. Okay? So remember the gallbladder, or at least on the models, it's green, but it's going to be very close to the liver. It's a small sac. And remember the way that our diagram shows the liver and the gallbladder pumping bile salts into that bile duct? They need to be close together in order to do that. And
so this is the pancreatic duct right here, the white.
right here. Okay. All right. And that should be everything. So
Digestive system.
pancreas, pancreatic duct, gallbladder, liver. All right. And that is the digestive system for the practical 4.